Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to Epic the Musical for the very first time. We'll be checking out, I guess it's two of their songs. The first is called The Horse and the Infant, the second is called Just a Man, but these two are combined in the same video. So we're going to get, I think, a wider range of understanding of Epic the Musical. Because like I said, this is my first time hearing about it. And specifically the artists for these two songs are Jorge Rivera Herranz and Luke Holt, as well as the entire cast of Epic the Musical. So those are all individuals and groups that I'm just unfamiliar with, but I'm excited to check them out today. But before we jump in, a big thank you goes to Heather, whose generous support made this reaction possible. Thank you so much, Heather. All right, now let's jump in.
All right, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay.
Oh, Trojan Horse,
10 years
okay.
of war, they
I was
killed us
thinking
slowly.
it could be related to the Trojan
But now
Horse.
we'll be the ones who slay.
Wow.
Think of your wives and your children.
Great vocals.
Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here.
Oh, hear the big swelling in the background.
Yes, sir. Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the
Okay.
guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor secure Helen and protect her. Neo avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir. Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside.
You know, this is absolutely how I would have learned history far more quickly than I did, as if it was just all an amazing epic song. They could have also used this song for the movie with Brad Pitt, Troy. It could have been like one of the soundtracks. Probably at the end though, you don't want all the spoilers.
Yes, sir. Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside what you
Also,
live
I like
for,
that
what
it's
you
drawn.
try for, what you
That's
wish
cool.
for, what do you fight for? What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
How many people are singing? This is so fast-paced.
And to I fight for ours. I fight for
Wow, it sounds like Disney-esque.
Penelope, what do you try for?
A little more epic than Disney.
I'm on my way. What do you fight for? Attack!
Oh man. This is epic. Their namesake. Uh-oh.
Who was that?
Is it bad that I now want to go to war? This is so inspiring.
A vision of what is to come cannot be outrun.
That's Zeus.
Can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready.
Oh wow.
A mission to kill someone's son. A foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have
hear the choir.
faced before.
Oh.
Say no more.
In these pulses.
I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
He has to kill a baby? I don't remember this in the movie.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy.
Oh,
What
Jesus.
sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
Wow.
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own.
This is like one of those philosophical moral conundrums that, you know, your English or history teacher poses to you at like 8 in the morning when you just woke up for school.
Prince Hector, know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to Penelope.
Wow.
You can say goodbye to Penelope.
You have to sacrifice his love for her.
Burn your house
Or send him far away.
to find you.
Wow, this is really
Please
powerful.
don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is who.
Wow, yeah. Wow, that is such a moral conundrum there. Let's take a second to pause it. If you'd like to skip ahead, go ahead. The moral conundrum of like murdering a baby, but you have somehow like what would the word be? Like just foresight, you have like far-seer knowledge of what that baby is going to become, right? And do you still make the decision to end the baby's life? That is such a difficult one, and it reminds me of this creepypasta that I heard way back when. I'll try to describe it as succinctly as I can, but basically it goes like this. There's a man, and he was born with the superpower. The superpower is whenever he looks at somebody, his mom, his other parents, people on the street, whoever, right? He looks at them and he can see them glowing with a certain color. It will either be a shade of white or a shade of red, or kind of just in the middle, or just neutral, really just no color at all. People who glow white are super amazing and pure souls. They are good for the world. They are good for themselves, just pure souls. And people who glow red, these are evil people. And there's a continuum, right? So some people glow really bright white and they're saints, and other people glow really bright red and they're like the evil serial killers and dictators of the universe and that kind of thing. So the story goes, he lives his life. He learns about this ability. He engages with people. He sees, okay, some are red, some are white. The majority are kind of neutral or just not really colored at all. But, the people he had the best time with, they tended to glow more white, and he would surround himself with those people. He eventually found a woman who glowed the most white he ever saw, and he married her. He fell in love. They had a child together, and, life was good. One late night, he's walking down the street, just late from work, and across the street, he sees a man, and he's glowing the brightest red he ever saw. And that man, it's maybe like 2 a.m., that man is now staring at him from across the street, smiling, giving him that like Kubrick smile, or in the Smile movies, that horror franchise. He sees that man smiling at him from across the street, and obviously, because he has that superpower, he freaks out, runs away, makes his way home, and, kind of breathes a sigh of relief, right? And, the next day he's looking at the news and he sees that person got arrested for murdering 3 people that night. So he was like, wow, I really dodged a bullet, but that was intense and scary. I will never let any harm come to my family. So now comes the due date for the baby. They go to the hospital and they give birth. Everything goes well. And he finally gets a look at his baby, and the baby is the darkest of darkest red he ever saw. Even darker than the man he saw and was confronted with that night, he saw the man across the street. The question obviously is, what do you do in that situation? You have the superpower. You know that with all likelihood that your child, for whatever reason, is going to grow up to be that terrible victimizer. I don't know. It's an amazing question, an amazing setup, though. I'm really curious if you can put it in the comments down below what you all think about that. That was a long-winded aside, but yeah, I like this a lot so far. The story is really just drawing me in and just accented by this amazing epic musicality. Let's keep going.
All you can choose is whose.
So I believe now this is Just a Man. There's like a atmosphere change, and I think they're back to back, so.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war.
Wow.
Will these actions haunt my days, every man I've slain is the price I pay, endless pain.
Wow.
Close your eyes
The falsetto.
and spare yourself the view.
He's just soaring above the
How
notes.
could I hurt you? I'm
Oh,
just
strings.
a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years
Oh,
away
man.
from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life.
Oh,
Deep
wow.
down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
Wow.
But
He's a decent
when
man.
does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze?
Yeah, the
When
darkness,
does a
when does it
man
grow?
become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave?
Yeah.
When does the reason become the blame?
What is like the indicator?
When does a man become a monster?
When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
No. Does he do it?
I'm just a man.
Oh my god. Oh dear god.
Gates to take the whole city at large.
Epic is right. Epic the musical. I will listen to this all day. You can send all the Epic the musical requests you guys want. That was amazing. I love that they weave in the history, but it's not about the history. It's about the story. It's about the emotions. It's about the psychology behind it. The fact that it takes place in Greek mythology and history doesn't actually matter all that much. Now, it's cool because we all learned this growing up about the history of the Greeks, of the Trojan horse and this entire battle. But hearing it in this form, delivered in this way, with the strings, with the beautiful lyrics, the amazingly clear voice, that choir, so many great elements to rave on about. And again, it just brings me back. It gets me stuck on that moral conundrum. What do you do in a situation like this? I'm very curious to hear your perspectives in the comments down below, so I'll meet you down there. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Subscribe if you did, and if you'd like to request a reaction yourself, hit the link in the description down below. It's the best way to support the work I do over here. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and peace.